Is Canelo Alvarez still the face of boxing? I don't know. But if you want to compare him to Tank, who they are saying is this new face of boxing, if that's all that Canelo is being compared to, I gotta say Canelo is still the face of boxing. He's richer. Matter of fact, I just saw the Forbes list. He's in the top five. He's in the number five spot of richest athletes. About 110 million, and Tank is nowhere near that. Canelo in his career has challenged himself versus a lot of the big names in the sport, the Shane Mosleys, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Miguel Cottos, Daniel Jacobs, Caleb Plants, Billy Joe Saunders, a lot of guys, Callum Smith. And you got to have that, to be considered, I feel, a face of boxing. You got to have that particular dance partner or two to say that, you know what, this guy definitely is the face because he took on this guy, he took on that guy. And not only did he do that, he's able to bring many people to the arenas, pay-per-views, and all of that. People are glorifying over Tank's pay-per-views, and he didn't break no records of Canelo. I mean, Canelo is still his records are still up there as far as the revenue. 4 million, 3 million. I mean, Floyd got the record like 4 million pay-per-view buys, but then Canelo, I think, is in the number four for third or fourth spot, something like that. He's behind McGregor and Pacquiao. But yeah, man. I mean, Canelo Alvarez is the undisputed king right now. He's going to be defending his belt versus John Ryder, and that's big champ stuff in the sense that you gotta defend your straps, to keep them when you're a champion. You come with mandatories and you gotta handle business. But this opponent, John Ryder, I'm not too impressed with him, but we gotta see what's gonna happen. But Canelo, I think he is still the face of boxing. I don't feel like just because he has a loss to Bivol that removes him from his throne of being the face of boxing. He's been there for a while. Nobody has surpassed what he's done. That's active. Yeah, there's people that have done greater things in the sport. But currently, active fighters, Canelo is still the most accomplished guy, I feel. Um, so if you can't top, it's like you passing the torch. So how are you going to pass the torch to someone who hasn't even scratched the surface of the previous face? Canelo's had some assistance along the way. I'm not here to really flame him or nothing like that, but he's had you know, um, Captain Mauricio Suleiman to kind of assist him along the way. He's gonna have another custom belt. I mean, to be honest with you, man, one day I think they need to do a documentary on Canelo. You just go through his house and have him show the belts. Can you show us all the belts that Mauricio gifted you throughout all of your career? It's gonna be a sickening amount of custom belts. But he's favorite. He's Mauricio's Canelo's Mauricio's favorite, you know, and he's not trying to hide that at all, you know. But this is about Canelo. I think he's still the face of boxing. There is some tremendous fighters out there. Tank is a tremendous fighter, but you got to get a dance partner. Who is your Zab Judah? You know what I mean? Who is if you try to compare yourself to Floyd and you're trying to do the Floyd blueprint, Floyd at least had a Zab Judah. I don't think you got to chop Corley on your record. You know what I mean? You got to have these type of fights, man. These type of dance partners, man. And man, Tank got to start. And then when I looked at his resume the other day, it's just like, man, he got a lot of Mexico, people Mexico slots on his resume, man. And not a diss to Mexico, but it's just like, man, you had basically filled up your resume with a lot of irrelevant, people. And he got to actually get them right dance partners, man. That's going to solidify you. And I feel like Canelo solidified himself when he became undisputed. Despite how we felt about the 168 division, when he became undisputed, he solidified himself, man. I said, you know what, this Mexican guy right here, if don't nobody else do it after him, they at least can say, you know what, Canelo Alvarez did it. Canelo Alvarez did it for the Mexican people. He did it for himself. He solidified himself as like he could have went out the tank way, or the like I said before, Floyd Mayweather way, where fuck the belts, fuck being undisputed. I'm the face of boxing. And I don't, be honest with you, when I think about it, I don't think Canelo Alvarez claimed that title. That was just something that was inherently anointed upon him after Floyd kind of got out the way. And Floyd kind of knew, I think too, like, this guy's going to be the face of boxing because of his, not because of his fighting ability, the traction that he brings. He has the whole country behind him, the support. Canelo gets a lot of support. And I'm sure it's going to be a pretty big turnout with this John Ryder fight because he's fighting at home. He's in Mexico for this fight. So, I think that when you really look at it in the history books, you will see, like, Canelo wasn't no punk, man. He wasn't. There were certain fights that he didn't take, man. I still want him to take the Benavidez fight. I flame him for not fighting Demetrius Andrade at 160, but whatever. That's in the past, man. There's certain fights. Same thing with Floyd. Floyd said he TBE, but it was certain fights that he just did not take, man. You know what I mean? So there's blemishes on a lot of guys that we can go, that we can dig up. But dealing with Canelo is like I said, when he went after when he solidified himself at 168, I was like, salute to him because he could have just went out the suck away. And that's what I feel Tank is doing. That's what I feel Floyd did. Floyd did. He went the suck away. Took the suck away out. Um, Canelo didn't do that. He actually conquered a division and then tried to go up and attempt to conquer the next division and fell short. And that's okay. That's okay, but it just showed the drive of Canelo Alvarez. And yes, I feel like that should be more of the face of boxing than someone who ain't even did that at all. I feel like a face of boxing got to take risk. Don't kings take risk? Warriors take risk, right? That's how I was brought up. That's how I was trained. That's king stuff. That's big champ shit, as I say. When you challenge yourself, to be greater than what you already are. Despite all the accomplishments all the belts you already won already, all the people you didn't beat up already. Like, damn, let me see if I can go beat him up though. Let me see if I can go conquer that division now. You know what I mean? And he fell short, and it's just like, despite the criticism that's going to come for losing, it's like you can't take away the fact that the guy had he at least took a chance, man, and he went out there and tried to become greater than what he already is. So I salute that more than beating up a social media um, YouTuber type boxer like Ryan Garcia, man. I salute Canelo for what he's done more than what Tank is doing or what anybody else is doing right now. I think Canelo's still that guy, until he get out the way and um, his numbers really decrease until his performances really start, declining and start, losing back to back or something like that. Then I'd be like, you know what, man, Canelo, hey, he had his time, but ain't nobody passed up Canelo yet. That's active right now. So that's really all I got for this one, man. Y'all leave y'all thoughts below, whether you agree or disagree. But yeah, I got Canelo over Tank as the face of boxing. And I look forward to seeing him fight this weekend versus John Ryder in his country. And just enjoy the sport of boxing, man. That's all I got. I'm the Black Horseman.